look, this is the day after oil was swept in this global market rout. Are we back to looking at fundamentals? Are we back to looking at U.S. stockpiles now?
Yeah, thanks for having me. I think the critical thing is that I don't think this is over yet. There's definitely a big macro kind of momentum right now, and oil is being swept under it. And in many, many respects, I think the dollar is going to be the key in the short term. But fundamentally, nothing has changed. You can see that the backwardation in the curve is still in place, and that's really a reflection of the fundamentals. In any case, this is a softer time for oil demand, given its refinery maintenance. So, you can't really expect fireworks to begin with. But the correction in oil has been less than other markets, and that does tell you that fundamentally we are in a much stronger position.
Okay, what does it tell you about the price of oil, Amrita? It seems like finally the market is actually listening to OPEC and what they've done.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And, we've been saying this, we've probably been more bullish than the street for a while anyways, precisely because for us, the inventory overhang was getting eroded very quickly, thanks to global oil demand, more so than OPEC. But OPEC, of course, has maintained its discipline, and that's definitely helped to clean up the market. We have entered this year with very limited, if any, inventory overhang. And while right now the pressure is on the downside because of the overall macro environment, we actually don't think this is going to last very long. And, prices will be susceptible to upside spikes if there are any geopolitical outages, because we just don't have a buffer anymore.
What does it mean for underinvestment, Amrita, in the oil and energy space? Is there a concern that actually because we've underinvested, it goes back to like 110, 115 in 18 months?
Yeah, I mean, it's great you're asking this question because, we've always had a very kind of spiky oil price forecast for 2019 precisely because of that. This is the very last year when the legacy projects which were agreed during the $100 era come online. From next year onwards, we literally halve the number of projects and decline rates are picking up. And, El DeSetter was saying this as well, and this has been a theme right through all the oil majors. They are now talking about this lack of investment. I do think there is a potential for spike because, look, shale is growing at the max it can. We've seen a huge amount of shale production growth, 1.5 million barrels per day year on year in Q4 17, and still we are drawing stocks everywhere. That just shows you that we aren't adding enough supplies elsewhere and demand growth is very high. So there is a potential of a very short, I don't think we're going to go back to $100 and stay there, but, could we spike up to, say, $90 plus in 2019? Yeah, absolutely we can.